Hey, hello everybody. Hello everybody. So today we are recording the speaking session of Elena. She has just recently taken her IELTS and was in Kazakhstan. Yeah, and Almaty, right? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
In Almaty, right? And yeah, we actually got the breakdown score. Yeah, we the score breakdown already. And for speaking, it is Fluency and Coherence 7, Lexical Resource is 8, Grammatical range and accuracy is 8, and pronunciation is 7. So right now you will have this unique opportunity to gain more insight into what 7.5 for speaking sounds like. And we even compiled a list of questions that Elena got during her exam. So you also like get more insight into what questions can appear during the actual exam. Okay, so Elena, are you ready?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay, so let's start. So do you work or are you a student?
I work, though, if we're speaking about this continuous professional development and IELTS preparation, I can say that I'm a student as well.
So is it hard to manage to juggle so many responsibilities?
Of course, it's not easy, though I think that everyone uh, should balance all these tasks related to work, related to family. So that's about just work-life balance that we
Mm-hmm.
all should have.
Do you like your job?
Of course, because my job is connected with communication. I like communicating with people. That is the best part of my profession.
And what is the most difficult part?
The same, I would
Mhm.
say the same communication because everyone has his own personality, and so I need to deal with a lot of types of people with their peculiarities, and that is at the same time the most pleasant, but sometimes the most difficult part.
Okay. And do you have something in your job that you dislike?
If we speak about the main part of my job is having interaction with different people, I need to be like resourceful every time and energetic. Maybe that is sometimes can be difficult because, of course, we are not robots and we can't be all the time engaged and enthusiastic.
Okay. What is your favorite color?
So all shades of spring are my favorite: green, blue, and all this rebirth that we get during spring. This everything brings so much inspiration. That's why, yeah, that is my answer. Like the spring
Mm-hmm.
colors.
Do you have any colors that, for example, you would never like wear, use?
I would say that maybe exorbitantly bright colors, some really vivid ones, they are beautiful in terms of looking at them, like they are usually associated with summer. However, like when I choose colors for clothes, they're usually more neutral.
Okay. Do colors influence you?
I guess, yeah, that is about mood. Usually, when we see some light or bright but not too bright colors, it levels up our mood.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So now we're going to move to part two. Here is your cue card. Describe a person you know who shows their feelings very openly. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to prepare a talk on the following subject. Please begin.
Yeah. So as I have already mentioned, I work with people and I work with students, and some of them tend to express their feelings really openly. Majority of those who tend to be really frank belong to Generation Z, and I suppose that that is the peculiarity of this generation. They tend to be really open. And that is, on the one hand, a really good feature of and trait of their emotional intelligence. However, this might be characterized as their vulnerability, as if they express their feelings so openly, sometimes they might get some negative comments. So, luckily, they don't get any negative comments from me because of course I'm really tolerant and patient, and I really appreciate this tendency of sharing their feelings. That is the first and maybe not the most obvious example. And another example that is much more common is my bestie. Of course, that is the person who shares with me all her emotions, and that is stress relieving for her. And I should say that's what real friends do. And if we hadn't gone together through thick and thin, we wouldn't be able to be so sincere with each other. So, and that's really important and crucial nowadays, especially when we are so individualistic maybe, and we are so self-centered. When we have someone by our side who is really supportive, and that's what I can say about our relationships. If my Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
all.
That was nice. Okay, okay. So, how can people express their emotions?
The most common way to express, of course, is verbal. If we want to share something, we speak. However, for a lot of people, that might be really a harsh process to express his emotions via speaking. And that is actually what we should learn. We should learn sometimes because by and large, we sometimes can have different feelings that are not so easy to be expressed. That's why it is like kind of an art, and a lot of people work with their psychologists even to achieve um, this level of abilities to understand their emotions and to realize how to express them
You've mentioned
clearly.
that you've mentioned that there are some emotions that are difficult to express. Can you give any examples?
Uh, a lot of emotions can be difficult to express because they might be really vivid in our mind. Nevertheless, when we start to describe these feelings, mm, they might be in a different way. So that is the matter of human nature, that something is really clear for us. Uh, though when we try to explain it to others, it might be not so understandable.
Okay, okay. And what might be some negative aspects if a person is open with their feelings?
The negative aspects are that not all people are so empathetic, and for some people, the emotions might seem really huge. I mean, the problems that they deal with, that they try to overcome. But for others, these problems might seem average or even mediocre. So that it depends on his level of emotional intelligence. And that's why that might be hurtful for a person who wants to share his feelings honestly, but in response, he gets um, only maybe some negative comments, or someone neglects his real feelings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do people only use emotion? to make decision, or is there something else?
Luckily, we don't use our emotions only because in this way we wouldn't be able to deal with some really serious things in our life, and not everything can be solved relying on our feelings, because there are a lot of things where we should be down to earth, practical, and rational. These are things related to financial parts of our life, maybe some work, and there are a lot of things in our life that should be done using our um, our cool mind only.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Nice, nice. That was great. So can you please like kind of evaluate, for example, evaluate your speaking performance during the exam and your speaking performance now? So has it like is it better or worse, or is it the same, or is there any difference?
Actually, the main emotional aspect, if we speak about the time during exam, was that I was really stressed, and I, of course, I remember the main idea, the main thread that I was talking about, though maybe some details that are not memorable for me, and that's but according to result, maybe I wasn't, it wasn't the worst answer. Yeah, so it wasn't. Now actually it's always stressful in general to answer the to have this monologue that lasts for 2 minutes, because in our everyday life we don't have such a practice, and even in our native language,
Mm-hmm.
that is the part that should be practiced all the time. So I don't know if I'm able to evaluate if it was the same or if it was the worse, or if it was like
Better.
better. Yeah.
It's just it's difficult to say. Yeah, it's difficult to say like whether.
Yeah, it's difficult to say because of this. Actually, we're speaking about feelings and emotions, and that is uh, one of the parts that we should like that some of us, and like me, I'm not an exception, that we are struggling with during the exam. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but I remember you telling me that you felt really confident during your exam. And by the way, can
Yeah.
you please tell me about your IELTS speaking exam experience? How was it? How do you evaluate, for example, your examiner? Was your examiner like helpful or not? Mhm.
Yeah, so I believe that I was confident, though it was confidence because I understood that I had only one chance. And I was confident, but it doesn't mean that I wasn't stressed. But I tried to act as I was really like open, friendly, and ready for any questions. Yeah, the examiner was a local woman. She wasn't. She was a Russian woman, probably, and I liked her a lot. And I heard some comments about her even before I went to the room, and really she was a friendly one, and she was really helpful because of her response, her gestures, her like facial expressions. So she really supported. So it wasn't like a poker face, and it wasn't that I couldn't understand her emotions and if I was telling everything okay or not. So it was really helpful, and I liked her pronunciation a lot. So yeah, I
Mhm.
really enjoyed. I unfortunately I don't remember her name exactly.
I see, I see. Yeah, 7.5 for speaking is very impressive. So can you please tell us and tell me and tell all of all of those students or all of those but like would be IELTS takers and like what helped you the most during your IELTS speaking preparation? Or maybe some tips, some advice. Yeah.
Yeah, so the main tip is to prepare to this format, and as with all parts of IELTS, like the main advice is the same. Yeah, because even if you are a confident speaker, you need to be prepared for this exact types of this question, of this monologue that lasts 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, and that is the main. And of course, to read, to watch different English videos, to and to be confident. Yeah, so psychological aspect is one of the most important. Yeah, to be confident and try to calm down and to breathe. And of course, speaking clubs that I attended were really helpful as well, because there we had like good opportunity to speak with each other, to have these questions, real exam questions, and they are really close, or maybe even the variants that are supposed to be at the exam. And of course, vocabulary, yeah, that we get. Even if during the exam period, of course, we can't remember all the phrases, and after exam, in hindsight, we thought, oh,
Mhm.
I could have said like this. Yeah, this phrase would be much better. Though, however, we still remember some of them and we can use them. Yeah, for me, the most stressful part, of course, is this 2 minutes talk, and
Mhm.
that is the part that should be prepared more
Mhm.
than others, in my opinion.
Okay, and you were talking, for example, like while just starting to answer these questions, you were talking about like having getting used to the format, right, and practicing all of the parts of IELTS speaking. So, did individual speaking sessions help? Remember, like our individual speaking sessions that last 30 minutes.
Of course, because that is really close to the real exam atmosphere, and that is helpful because it's not you always need someone to evaluate you, to assess your uh, I'm not even speaking about the mistakes, and but at least the way you perform. I mean, that is it appropriate for the exam or not? Because we should understand that that is about the not a dialogue, but kind of a conversation. Yes, so we meet this person for the first time, and we need to be to show like all the best skills that we have. Yes, and that is that's why that when we have um, this mock speaking tests, that's really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, one-on-one speaking sessions, definitely, definitely, because you need to show off. Yeah, you need to show off.
Yeah.
You need to show what you have, right? What you have, what you have under your belt. Definitely. Yeah. So I guess that they're kind of the combination of speaking clubs, right, based
Yeah.
on very like natural and authentic articles, and plus individual speaking sessions, right, where you get the chance to practice all the speaking parts in a row, right, and then get the
Yeah.
feedback and then the score that you need. It's just a recipe for success. Recipe for success.
Exactly. Right. Right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for this opportunity. It was great. Bye.
Thank you.